Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be all about makeup products that I do not regret buying. I used to be so good at posting for my regret series. I have a playlist I will leave linked down below, and I made a goal for myself for 2018 to get back to my regret playlist. So get ready for some videos talking about products I don't regret buying, I do regret buying, I don't regret not buying, etc. So today's video we are going to be chatting about makeup products that I bought that I do not have any regrets about buying. So if you are interested in seeing what those products are, why don't we go ahead and get started. Of course, these are going to be all products that I bought myself, and I do have a mixture of drugstore and high-end. The first one is a foundation. This is the Dior Forever foundation, the Dior Skin Forever foundation. I always get that name wrong, always. This is a $52 foundation, so it is pretty pricey. I did purchase it during the Sephora VIB sale, which I'm happy about. I'm glad that I was able to get that 20% discount, but honestly, if I spent $52 on it, I still would be just as happy. This is a bomb foundation. I feel like I saw this mentioned quite a bit too in best of 2017 videos. A lot of people mentioned this foundation. I've mentioned this foundation, and it really is just fantastic. I do post makeup photos on my Instagram, you know, every day, every other day or whatnot. And there was a time where like 3 photos in a row, I was saying I always list the makeup I'm wearing, and it was always the Dior ForeverSkin foundation. I'm like, how many days in a row did I wear that foundation? Like, you really gotta mix it up, girl. You have other foundations. So yeah, that really tells me that I love this foundation. It goes traveling with me. Again, it's a higher price tag. If you can get a discount, I think that's amazing. But honestly, I do think this is worth the $52, and I would totally go on to repurchase this one. It's nice packaging. My shade is 030. It's a really nice medium to full coverage foundation, but it just looks really nice on the skin. Really enjoy this one. The next items that I want to talk about that I do not regret buying. These are a little bit higher priced as well, but these are eyeshadow palettes from Dose of Colors. The first one that I purchased was this one in Marvelous Mauves, and I have gone on to give this palette so much love. Again, I've mentioned this in my Best of Beauty 2017 video, if you can actually see the shades here. So this is the mauve tone eyeshadow palette, and I think it's amazing. I love the shades. They're very pigmented, very easy to blend. And then I recently went on and purchased the Sassy Siennas palette. This is a new one from Dose of Colors. I've been wearing this on my eyes a lot lately. I did a tutorial with it in my Ulta Haul and Try On video. I will have that one linked below as well if you want to see how I created a look with this palette. They are $32, and you only do get 5 shades in there, so I think that they are a little bit pricey, but I do think, again, that they are worth the price tag. I will continue to purchase the Dose of Colors eyeshadow palettes, and I really do highly recommend them. I have more, like, I want all of them. I know they have the Baked Browns eyeshadow palette, and then also the Berry one, I believe, is the one that just came out along with Sassy Siennas. I truly want them all. They're a little bit more pricey, so I can't buy them like all at once, but really, really happy with those. I have some skincare here that I wanted to chat about because I've gone on to fall in love with this brand. Of course, I'm talking about OleHenriksen. I purchased a skincare like sample set from Sephora. I think it was 250 points, and I was like, whoa, wait a second. Like, I love this skincare. I actually repurchased that sample pack from Sephora again and was like, okay, nope, wasn't a one-off. Still really enjoyed the skincare. I purchased a set. It came with 3 scrubs. It was called the 3 Glowing Scrubs. It was around the holiday time, so I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I will leave it linked down below. I just finished off this product, which is the Pore Balance Facial Sauna Scrub. I have another scrub that I just put into my shower, and then the third one is the Transforming Walnut Scrub, so this is what will go in last. But I am using these scrubs up completely. I definitely wanted to purchase a full size of this one because I love it. I have it saved in my loves list. If you guys want to see a video on like maybe what's on my Sephora loves list, please do let me know. I've been thinking about doing that one, but I wasn't sure if people would be interested in seeing it. But newsflash, this one is on my Sephora loves list. So OleHenriksen, I mean, they have a lot of different skincare sets as well, and I personally love purchasing sets. I like getting kind of minis of skincare, especially to see if it does work for you, and since they are, you know, on the higher price side, it's nice to be able to test that out. But I've been really impressed. They've also sent me some products recently, which was so freaking cool, like so cool to get, and I have not found a product yet that I don't like from OleHenriksen. I'm sure that there's one out there, and I'm sure I'll probably find one, but so far with everything that I've been trying, I've been very impressed. So I definitely do not regret. I think it was only like $25 for the 3 different scrubs. Do not regret that purchase though at all. Next up, I do have a palette here. This is from Becca Cosmetics. This is the Apres Ski Glow Face Palette. I'm always for sure that I'm saying it like out of order. But this is the face palette from Becca. This came out around the holiday time. So you get highlight shades, blush shades, a bronzer, and I reach for this palette so much. I do not hit pan on my products a lot because I'm super light-handed, but honestly I have to say that I'm shocked I have not hit pan on that bronzer because I go to that bronzer so freaking often. It is kind of ridiculous. Love this palette. Again, took it traveling with me over the holiday time. I did pay $54 for it because I wanted it right when it came out, and I was kind of bummed to see like 2 or 3 weeks or something within it coming out, it got reduced in price to like the $44. I was like, ooh, that kind of stings, but still, I'm still happy with it at the $54. I would still pay $54 for this palette. I've gotten a ton of use out of it, and I enjoy every single shade in here. Every single shade I make work for me, which I think is amazing. So I don't regret paying the $54 for it. Of course, it's always nice to get things at a little bit of a cheaper price, but still, not mad about this one. I do have a more affordable product here. This one is from Colourpop, and it's the All I See Is Magic palette. I really like this palette. If you have been considering getting a Colourpop pressed eyeshadow palette, I really do recommend this one. I did a video recently on underwhelming makeup products, and I actually mentioned the Colourpop and Kathleen Light's Dream Street palette, you know, and I still said that I liked it and I enjoyed it, but I bought these two palettes fairly close to one another. This one I think I only purchased like 2 or 3 weeks before the Dream Street came out, and when people ask which one I recommend more, I recommend All I See Is Magic. This one might be my favorite Colourpop palette. I have the Yes Please palette, which I do enjoy, don't get me wrong. I enjoy that one, but again, I like this one more. I have 2 palettes in the Iluvsarahii collection, which I do like those. You only get 4 shades in those, but I like the shade selections. I like those, but if you're looking for something with a little bit more options, I would still recommend this one. And then again, I have another just little 4-pan palette from Colourpop. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this one is my favorite Colourpop pressed eyeshadow palette so far, is the All I See Is Magic. It is $20. Palettes kind of range in price from like $10, $12, $16, $20. This one is $20. You can get it on the Colourpop website. It should still be available. It was the last time I checked, so I will have it linked down below. But I just really enjoy all of the shades in here, and I like that I can create different looks. Like, it's not too, sometimes when palettes are just too monochromatic, I just feel super limited in what I can do. And when I reach into this one, I know that I can get creative if I want to. I know I can do something a little bit different if I want to, but I can also do something more neutral at the same time. So I reach into this one so much. Again, it was $20, but I do not regret this one at all. And this one, like I said, might be my favorite Colourpop pressed eyeshadow palette. So I have another item that I purchased during the VIB sale, and I hear these recommended a lot, and I decided to go for it, and your girl doesn't regret it, and she's not going back to another facial cotton, because these Shiseido facial cottons, they're the bomb. I don't know what else to say. I saw everybody recommending this in their Sephora VIB recommendations video. I hear people talk about this all the time, and everyone's like, this is the only facial cotton I use. And I'm like, yeah, slightly dramatic, but okay. And now I'm like, this is the only facial cotton I'm gonna use. So hashtag dramatic over here. These are fantastic. I really do enjoy them. 165 sheets, and I believe this one was $10, and then I had the 20% off, which I personally do not feel like that is a bad price at all. It's literally just a square of cotton. I mean, it's like one of the most unexciting things ever, but I have zero regrets about buying this one. I love it to remove makeup. I love that makeup remover. I like to use a lot of cleansing oils to remove my makeup, and sometimes with regular cotton rounds, the cleanser just kind of sinks into the cotton, and then I feel like I'm having to put a lot of product on. This does not sink into the cotton. You can actually see when I put the cleanser on it, like it sits on top of the cotton, so the makeup remover is actually removing my makeup. It's not just getting soaked into the cotton round. I also love that none of the fibers come off. I feel like I can get right up into my eyes, I can get right underneath my lashes to remove mascara, and I can do it with knowing that little cotton fibers are not going into my eyes, because that happens a lot. And a lot of times with cleansing oils, I was finding myself just using my fingers so I could get in there for my lashes, my liner, my lash adhesive. If you guys don't know, I don't like having makeup on my fingers. I don't like using my hands to remove my makeup. I want to use something like this, but I always hated using the regular cotton rounds for that reason. You'd have fibers on your face. It would just be annoying. I also use this to remove my nail polish, and I think it's bomb because, again, it actually removes the nail polish instead of just sinking in. I don't have to use double the amount of nail polish remover for my nails, and again, you don't get any fibers stuck to your nails because then it's like you're not only trying to remove your nail polish, but then you're also trying to remove the cotton that is now stuck in your nails. I think these are fantastic. I do not think people are crazy when they talk about how good the Shiseido facial cottons are, and yeah. No regrets over here. I have a liquid lipstick. This is also from Colourpop. It is in collaboration with Iluvsarahii, and it is the Arriba Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. The reason I wanted to include this one is because I have gone on the record saying that I do not love the Colourpop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks, and I still entirely stand behind that. I've talked about them in several videos, mostly because I do not think that they last a long time. And so if you're someone with a big lipstick collection like me, you are not going to get a lot of shelf life out of these. The formula seems to go bad very quickly, so I have to kind of continuously be decluttering my Colourpop lipsticks because I know after a few months they've gone bad and it's not worth it. But I do not regret buying this one because I am obsessed with this color. I love this red. I'm not a big red lipstick person. You guys know I mostly wear my neutral lipstick shades, and those are just my favorites, but every once in a while I'll step outside of that comfort zone and I will go for a red, and this is definitely my new go-to red. To me, it is just beautiful. It looks so good on the lips. The Ultra Matte lipsticks do last a long time. I'm not the most comfortable liquid lipstick because they are a little bit on the drying side, but they are also pretty affordable. I believe these are $6. I think I actually only paid $4, so I mean, definitely for the $4 I don't regret it, but it's not even necessarily money-wise that I'm saying that's why I don't regret buying it, but it's because the Ultra Mattes aren't necessarily my favorite. I just love this color so much, and I think it looks really flattering on. So Colourpop, Iluvsarahii. Love this color. Next up, I have two brow products to talk about. I did review these fairly recently, but I wanted to touch on them and say like maybe why I am putting them in what I don't regret buying. That is the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil, and then also the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Pencil. Really affordable. The Colourpop I believe is $5 and the Maybelline is like $7.99. And one thing that I will say is what I kind of worried about when I purchased both of these is that I haven't always had the best of luck with drugstore brow pencils. And when I was first trying to get into brows, if you've been following me for a while, you know it's been a journey, but when I was first trying to get into brows, I was buying drugstore brow products because I'm like, you know, I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't want to spend a lot of money yet on brow pencils when I'm just not really sure what I'm doing. I basically need something to practice on, and I was having the worst time, and I kept thinking like, well, obviously it's me because, you know, I don't know what I'm doing, and I would watch the tutorials. And then I finally one day bit the bullet and purchased the Goof Proof from Benefit Cosmetics. Was the first brow product that I purchased from Benefit, and I started practicing with that one, and I was like, well, wait a second, I can do this? And I went on and purchased the Precisely My Brow from Benefit and love that one too. So then I was like, oh no, I can only purchase high-end brow pencils. That sucks, because I was thinking, you know, I tried so hard with so many different brands. Even Maybelline was one of them. I had a Maybelline brow product, I had the NYX brow pencil, and I just could not get it. So I truly thought like drugstore brow pencils don't work for me. I can only use high-end ones. And the Benefit brow products are, you know, in the $20 range. It's expensive. And if you do your brows every single day like I do, because I film almost every single day, you're going through brow pencils pretty quickly. And I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to start spending so much money on brow products. So that's kind of why, and like the little story that I wanted to mention with these, because yes, they're affordable and I wouldn't have been out a ton of money if they didn't work for me, but I'm really glad that they did, because it kind of showed me that I can also find good drugstore brow products. So I would love to know if you have a favorite affordable brow product. Leave it down below. I think a lot of people recommend the Revlon one to me. Now I can't remember, Revlon or L'Oreal. I did try both of these. The Colourpop one I highly do recommend. I actually like the Maybelline one even more. It's a couple dollars more expensive, but if you have like an Ulta coupon, it would probably be the same price. This one reminds me of the Benefit Goof Proof. This one reminds me of the Benefit Precisely My Brow. So I do not regret buying these, and it makes me really happy. I mean, I also do think that I was getting better at doing my brows. I mean, I think that also had something to do with it. Even after I was kind of getting the hang of things, I went back to both the Maybelline and the NYX one that I had been using, and I still just couldn't with those. I just don't think that those are good products, but I'm glad that I was able to find some affordable ones. That makes me really happy. So that's why I wanted to include those in this video and share that little story. And then the last item that I have here is from Tarte, and this is the Pearly Girl Teeth Whitening Pen. Let me tell you, it's been a journey with this guy, because when I first got it, I didn't really like it, and not that I disliked it or not that I thought it didn't work. I had something different in mind that I thought this product was, and from reading the reviews, I felt like I wasn't getting out of it what other people were getting out of it. It's $22. I purchased it from Sephora, and I thought that this was going to be a product that basically just kind of always kept your teeth whiter. And I truly, now that I've tried different teeth whitening products and pencils and pens and whatever, not pencils, but pens and all of that, I don't think that there is a product out there like that. I do think that you have to use some sort of teeth whitener on a very, very consistent basis in order to keep your teeth white. And I feel like maybe that's a really obvious thing to say, but I didn't know that for a very long time. I thought that I truly could use a product for, you know, 2 weeks or a month at a time, and then my teeth would be white for a month. And then, you know, I would come in and whiten them again, and they'd be white for a month. That doesn't really happen. With this one, when I use it, I do notice results. I do think it works. I do think it makes your teeth whiter, but for like a day, maybe 2. And so I was kind of like, well, that's really frustrating. Like, you would have to use this, if you use it every single day, I feel like it does make really good results. But I'm like, that's a lot of work, that's a lot of product, it's $22, you're gonna have to consistently be buying this. Like, I don't know if that's really worth it. What I have realized, what I enjoy this for, is almost like, I wanna say like a spot treatment almost, but like every other day or so, every 2 days, I will put this on like an hour or 2 before I film a YouTube video. If I feel like maybe my teeth aren't looking the whitest, if maybe I'm wearing a lipstick that kind of yellows out the teeth a little bit, I'll go ahead and pop this on, and I can see a result very, very quickly. If I'm going on a vacation somewhere or something like that, like when we went out of town traveling for the holidays and we were gonna be gone for a while, I brought this and I would pop it on in the morning, like after I brush my teeth, and boom, like it does make your teeth whiter, but it does fade very quickly. So if you're someone maybe like me who, you know, I don't need the most blinding whitest teeth every single day. If I had that would be fantastic, but I like kind of having just that little kind of like touch up every now and then, every couple days or so. I can come in and use this and it will make my teeth really white. It does just fade quickly, so it kind of depends on you and what you need for your teeth whitening needs. But once I realized that, and maybe I stopped being so hard on this product, I was like, okay, now I'm not mad at it, and now I have it in my loves list again, and I would repurchase it again. So there's that. But this is what the product looks like. So it just has these soft bristles here, and you twist the bottom and the product will come out, and you basically just paint your teeth with it. You don't have to rinse or anything like that. I don't necessarily like absolutely love the taste of it. It's minty, but like with a strange little like after effect kind of, but I really don't mind it. I put it on and then I just kind of like do this for, I don't know, 45 seconds maybe, and then if I close my mouth and do like one big swallow, the taste goes away. That's the best way that I have found to do it, but I like the results that it gives. I just had to realize that it's not like a miracle teeth whitening product, which I truly don't believe that's out there. But once I kind of realized that, I do really enjoy this product. Now I don't regret buying it, and I would repurchase it. Has anybody tried the Tarte, what's it called, Pearly Girl Teeth Whitening Pen? It does have really great reviews on it, and that's why I purchased it. I think it's good as a touch-up treatment. I'd love to know if anyone else tried it. But after that, those are all the products that I've purchased recently that I do not regret buying. So that is everything for today's video about the makeup products that I do not regret buying. I would love to know some of yours down below. What have you purchased recently that you're like, you know what, whether it be affordable or high-end, you do not regret making that purchase? I would love to know, or if we have anything in common, I would also love to know, of course. If you do want to see more videos in my regret series, again, I'll have my playlist link down below. I used to be so good at posting a video once a month in that regret series, and I kind of got away from it, but I want to bring it back. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know, or you can let me know by giving this video a thumbs up as well. And of course, I hope that you will consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.